Here's a story of how I started my company, Voda Swim, a women's push-up swimsuit brand that became an international sensation, has been featured on 4 different bachelorettes, has been featured on celebrities such as Olivia Wilde, Kendra Wilkinson, Jenny McCarthy, and Annalyn McCord, and has been featured in over 100 different publications, including Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition. It all started when it was my 25th birthday. My husband and I decided to go to Vegas to celebrate, and all I wanted to do was to buy myself a swimsuit. We went to a department store and I tried on at least 10 different swimsuits and nothing fit. And I told my husband, all I want is just to feel sexy and confident on the beach. Because at that time, I was working as a model in Los Angeles, and I constantly went on casting auditions, and I was standing next to other women that had more assets. And all I wanted was a swimsuit that really accentuated my assets and really made me feel sexy and gorgeous and confident being next to all these other women at the castings. And nothing fit. I came home, I was angry, I was devastated, I was frustrated, I was so angry. I said, how is that possible that I tried so many swimsuits and not a single one fit? There has to be another way. And my husband said, well, you know how to sew. Why don't you make a swimsuit that makes you feel confident? You know what you want and what you don't want in a swimsuit. So just make a swimsuit that you want, design it for yourself. And I took it as a personal challenge and I said, well, why not? What do I have to lose? And it took me about 6 months of playing with different fabrics, foam, materials, just to get the right amount of push-up that I wanted. And I asked myself, what do I want in a swimsuit? This is Voda Swim and the push-up, and this is the bikini that I designed for myself. And it had in it everything that I wanted in the perfect push-up swimsuit. It looks like a triangle bikini top, so nobody knew my secret, what was inside of it. It increased my bust 1 to 2 cup sizes. It provided amazing cleavage and lift and support, and it was very comfortable to wear surfing and on the beach playing volleyball. But the bikini does look like a triangle bikini top, so nobody knows your secret. It increases 1 to 2 cup sizes. Inside, it has padding on the bottom and on the side of the cups. So what it does, it lifts the breasts up and pushes them together, creating that natural looking cleavage. It has no underwear, so it's very, very comfortable to wear. And it has this beautiful shearing on the bottom, so it just disguises the look and makes it look very natural. And the most important was that when I went in the water and I came out, my breasts were still looking perky and beautiful, and there was no sagging effect. And after about 6 months of sitting in my sewing room and trying for 6 to 8 hours every single day, there was a lot of no's, a lot of times where it didn't work. I would be so excited sewing and creating for an entire day, and then I would come out, I would be so excited, and I would try it for my husband. He said, no, it doesn't look good. And I would get angry, I would get frustrated, and I would throw it against the wall. And he says, it's okay, honey, just get back to it, try again tomorrow. And eventually I came out of my sewing room and I had my bikini on me, and I felt like $1,000,000. I felt unstoppable. I felt gorgeous and sexy and confident. And I started going on casting auditions in my swimsuit. And then my girlfriend started coming to me and asking, hey, you look fabulous. What is it? And I said, well, I made a bikini for myself. And they said, hey, can we have a bikini? And I thought about it for a little bit and I said, well, you know what? I already did all the research, all the contact with the suppliers. I said, hey, why not? If my girlfriends want it, there might be a demand. And that kind of naturally went into making swimwear for other women. So that was the bikini that I designed for myself. And then it just turned into a swimsuit company, because at that moment I knew that I am not the only woman that felt insecure in a swimsuit. And it became my mission for me and for my company to help other women feel sexy and confident in the swimsuit. So then they can stride on the beach and really feel good about themselves in their skin, in their body. It's sad to recognize that I had to be in that emotional experience, but what came out of it was a beautiful journey of me discovering myself and building a company that really helps other thousands and thousands and thousands of other women feel sexy and confident in the swimsuit.